Today, I am going to show you the first part of the Super Mario Explaining series. It is a series where I will show you tricks you did not know, or you just knew it. And some tricks are not true, as whatever if the context I was saying. So subscribe and enjoy. Super Mario Land actually had a remake and it was named New Super Mario Land. The game has cool graphics, and the game even makes a similar sound like Game Overs, etc. It's the same game but with different physics. There are a few versions that you can play Super Mario Bros. As. Like the original, Sims, GBC, and there was also the GBA version of the game.
In Super Mario Land, instead of normal Koopas they were Koopas that will turn into a bomb turtle after you stomp this little guy. Yay, be careful. Wario's first appearance traced back to 1992, when Nintendo made Wario the final boss of the game.
The first appearance of Bowser is in Super Mario Bros. Game, when Nintendo made Bowser appear in every Bowser dungeon stage. In World 1-1, grab a POW block that is near you, and throw the POW block before you fall. If you did it right, the log will fly. That's crazy. The first appearance of Mario started in the game Donkey Kong, which was released in 1981. What you're seeing here is the 2004 GBA version of Donkey Kong. It was released for the classic NES series, which are re-releases of NES games. This one has the same aspect ratio, which resulted in sprites being weird, kind of similar to Super Mario Bros. This version was great, although it's the similar version to the original NES version. In Super Mario Bros. At World 8-4, you are able to jump over this platform. This is for people that speedruns the entire game, or people that tries to complete the final level. They do not wait. They jump over. In World 1-2, break 2 blocks and then do this. This is how you do it. You can go down the pipe before the Welcome to Warp Zone text appears. After that, you are sent to World -1. The number 36 was hidden in the game's code on World -1. Now suddenly you're in a level similar to World 7-2, but after you go to the pipe, the level suddenly repeats forever. Everybody knows that fireflies can only be stopped when touching the ground, but did you know that you can do this after touching the ground or before touching the ground? This makes it so that when you jump during this event, it triggers so that you can stop him without the guy touching the ground. Had you ever wondered what is the worst design of Donkey Kong? It's the Atari 2600. Not only did Donkey Kong become gingerbread, but also the barrels are chocolate chip cookies. That same problem happens at Pac-Man, where Pac-Man can only turn left or right on the sprite, where the Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man barely looked the same. It became the worst port of Pac-Man ever. Here is how to warp directly to World 8 in Super Mario Bros. 3. For the first flute, start at World 1-3, and continue going until you see a white semi-solid platform. Press down on your controller for a few seconds. Suddenly Mario goes behind the scenery. Go forward until it teleports you to the flute house, where you can now get your first flute. For the second flute, go to World 1 Fortress. Then dodge the lava enemies until you see the path enough space to make you fly. You need to have a raccoon suit just to fly in this level. Fly up until the camera stops. After a while, enter the door. And suddenly there is a second flute. What you need to do next is to press B on your controller, press A on the flute. After it warps you to Warp Zone, press B again, then press A on another flute. Suddenly now your warp zones get glitchy, and let you teleport to World 8. Hand walk in Donkey Kong 94. Press down button and hold that button till you press the A button. How to select your worlds anytime you want in Super Mario Bros. After you've finished all the stages or used 2 warp zones, you are now straight to World 8, and after finishing 3 levels, this stage is the one you can select your worlds after finishing the game. After you finish Bowser, you will be awarded with this, and after you press B, the world select screen is unlockable. Did you know that you can play Mario Bros. In Super Mario Bros. 3? First select 2-player game, then press A. There you go.